So President Biden has declared that the United States will defend Taiwan if China invades. And it began with 73 years ago when the Kuomintang, or the Chinese nationalists, were defeated by the communists in the Chinese Civil War after World War II, and they fled to Taiwan. And since then, tensions between the Chinese Communist Party and the Taiwanese government have been on the rise, with each state claiming to be the real China. And in recent years, China has threatened Taiwan with force. China has increased its naval and air presence in the region, and has made many worry if China will actually seek to seize Taiwan. Especially with this year, seeing that ally Russia has made the bold move of attacking sovereign Ukraine. And China might get their own ideas of aggression. And so China will continue its aggression on Taiwan, and the United States will be getting more involved in the Pacific to defend Taiwan. So military writer Sebastian Roblin writes that, quote, President Joe Biden said the United States was ready to intervene militarily on behalf of Taiwan should China attempt to seize the island by force. So Biden, although he has a history of misspeaking, has stated his stance here on Chinese aggression on Taiwan. And if a war was to break out between China and Taiwan, there's looks to be a good chance that America will get involved, and possibly even directly involved. So writer Rana Mitter says that Xi Jinping of China will never take force off the table as a way of reunifying China. China's aggression will not be receding anytime soon. And Xi Jinping has made it clear that unification with Taiwan is one of his goals. And it seems, he'll use force if necessary to achieve this goal. Quote, Beijing has in the past argued, in terms like those used by Moscow about Ukraine, that long-standing historical ties and linguistic similarities make the case for unification, says writer Rana Mitter. And so, as I said, the Russian invasion of Ukraine may be that green light that China needs, that they've been looking for. And Russian expansion into Europe could inspire China to take further steps and more action against Taiwan, especially considering the similarities in how Russia and China see Ukraine and Taiwan, respectively. And so, quote here, the U.S. has always been more likely to defend Taiwan than Ukraine. The former Soviet Republic has only recently moved toward becoming a U.S. ally, and is in a region seen as less central to Washington's geopolitical concerns than the East Asian island, writes Sebastian Roblin. So Ukraine has really only been more pro-Western than pro-Russian since their 2014 revolution. And Eastern Europe is not as much of a concern anymore to the U.S. as it once was, as is China's growing global influences. So the U.S. has foolishly already sent more than $40 billion to Ukraine, and I suspect that our government will do even more, will take even more steps to defend Taiwan. So in short, the Chinese Communist Party will likely increase their presence and hostilities towards Taiwan, and it looks like the U.S. will find itself being drawn more and more into this conflict and global conflicts, but especially this conflict between these two states in the Far East. And China will continue to seek its unification from the once former Chinese government located in Taiwan. However, it's been 73 years, and the Taiwanese have developed away from China. They've grown separate, and they've grown closer to the West than China. So Taiwan and China will continue to claim mainland China and the island of Taiwan as theirs. And tensions between the two and the involvement of the West will only rise.